Hey yo, it's Hip Hop DJ Eternal 88. What's going on, y'all? Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, and hit the subscribe so when I drop a video, you get notified. Alright, yo, so this whole Jim Jones drop your flag tape got the internet going crazy, got bloggers going wild on Jim Jones, and here's how it all went. So Mandu is a first generation blood from New York City. He got upset with Jim Jones for how he spoke on Artist to Artist when Fat Joe asked him about the Hocus45th Drop Your Flag Challenge. And he was saying to Jim Jones he wanted a fade and calling Jim out his name, snapping out, saying he wasn't outside with the young boys and all this shit. And Jim Jones, and mind you, this guy is like, Mandu is a guy who did like 20 years or something in jail, came home and wanted to help the youth, you know what I'm saying? And he supports what Hocus45th does with the Drop Your Flag Challenge. But Jim Jones seen this video and actually commented on it and responded to it saying, "Who is this guy? Who OG this is? LOL. This guy dealing with a lot of trauma. I know his throat hurt from all this SMDing he doing. LOL." And y'all know what SMD means. And normally you don't come at OGs like this, but I guess Jim Jones don't care, right? So then OG Mandu, I think that's how you say his name, he responded with this right here, y'all. Let's get it.
You talking about you don't know who a fucking nigga is? I'm the big brother, the nigga that brought you home, you bitch ass nigga. I'm your daddy. I'm the big Billy motherfucker. The nigga that brought you home, the motherfucker that brought you home, bitch. I'm his big fucking brother. I came home, you remember? I'm the motherfucker that you hollered at when I first came home to my cousin Lucky in 2020 November. You tried to get with me and I ignored you, bitch. I ignored your faggot ass up until you got into my business. I'm out here trying to save the lives of these little brothers. Why the fuck your little ass ain't in jail? Huh? What about that wiretap? I heard every fucking thing. You gave instructions. You orchestrated a motherfucking hit, a massacre. You orchestrated, and you wanted niggas to crash out. You told niggas to crash out, even if it's security, even if it's arm and that. You the one that got the reason why Shotty them locked the fuck up. You thought you was the big homie because you bought the hood. You bitch ass nigga. You remember me now? You remember me now, bitch? We want to fight. You gotta give me the fade, bitch. You gotta get that 31, motherfucker. I want the fade. I need that. I'ma break your wishbone legs.
So if you ask me, I think the guy is getting a little bit crazy, maybe a little bit over aggressive, but I don't know. I guess I understand why he's upset though. Jim is kind of getting in the way, you know what I'm saying? The OG's trying to help the youth, the Drop Your Flag Challenge, you know, and they're trying to help the youth. So now the guy, Hocus45th, who started the Drop Your Flag Challenge, is actually even calling Jim Jones out as well. Even comparing Jim Jones to Adam 22, y'all. Even though, to be honest, before this OG was coming at Jim Jones, the Mandu guy, Hocus did make a video responding to Fat Joe and Jim Jones' Artist to Artist interview. He responded to it and what Jim Jones said about the Drop Your Flag Challenge. And to be honest, it didn't seem like Hocus45th minded what Jim Jones said. He actually even saluted Jim Jones for helping the homies out in the hood and all that kind of shit. But now, seemed like he kind of changed his tune a little bit. Let's get it.
For those of y'all that don't know, this is Mandu, a.k.a. Mandu Warrior. First generation blood in New York City. One of the originals. And as most of y'all know, Fat Joe asked Jim Jones, how does he feel about the Drop My Flag Challenge? And Mandu Warrior, among other homies, didn't like his answer. Neither did I, but we'll get to that. So Mandu speaks out against Jim, and Jim disrespects the OG. He threw the Frank at him in a comment. It's right there posted. But if y'all go on the internet, you'll find it. See, if we had a Mount Rushmore of bloods in New York City, Mandu would probably be up there, not Jim. See, the reason why Mandu was so angry because he's doing the same work that I'm doing. Mandu is an originator of blood in New York, and he see how it gotten out of control, and he want to help take these flags out these kids' hands too. And everybody keeps saying, yo, Hocus, why you got bad vibes and Mandu going at Jim? I didn't even speak to the big homies. They see what I'm doing, and from behind the scenes, they were supporting. So when they see Jim's response, they came out. Because in reality, Jim, your response was ignorant as fuck. See, I'm this type of person. And I see Jim, and I see you not. I'm the type of person, the fact that we got mutual friends, especially Dyce Payso, who's my brother, you know, I take the high road, and when I responded, I just like, you know what, I really don't even care because my mission is my mission. But, you know, it's a lot that I could have said in response to what you said. But you don't think like that, yo, Dyce is Hocus, man, so let me not really say too much. And this is the same exact reason why the Fred the Godson Rest in Peace song never came out. I might save that for another video. That's your fault. I told y'all that God told me to lead the way with this mission and he will send the army. This ain't got nothing to do with me. God is not playing about these children. So, Jim, don't get in the way of that. And I'm riding with and supporting whoever is riding and supporting me and my mission. This ain't about picking a side. I'm already on the side of righteousness. Mandu is on the side of righteousness. I'm there by default. So to everybody that support me, we all supporting Mandu too. Ain't no army stronger than the army of God. So whoever is against this movement, just mind your business. And whoever support it, salute us and join us. The Drop My Flag Challenge still in full effect, you heard? So if you want to drop your flag and you having troubles thinking about it, how to go about it, hit me in the DM. I'm helping people every day drop their flag. And for those that don't, we not mad at you. We just trying to save those that want to be saved. Jim, I'm going to be honest with you. In all reality, you ain't looking no different than Adam 22 right now. Let's keep it real. We already know who he took an oath to. That's why he tried to stop this movement. You know I'm in a rabbit hole and I got a conspiracy thinking mind, man. And I don't want to think that way about you. So even if you don't respect the movement, respect our mutual friendships. You got people around you that I call brothers, bro.
So, I don't know if y'all seen the other part, but before this OG Mondu was coming at Jim, Hocus45th did salute Jim Jones. But now y'all heard that he's comparing Jim Jones to Adam 22. Changed his tune up a little bit, I think, now that he realizes he has more people in his corner. Which, hey, whatever, man. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to give y'all the news. Then, Jim Jones actually responds again with Millie's, Albial, and Dyce Payso, Jim Jones artists. Now, they're not all his artists, just Dyce Payso. You know what I mean? Y'all know Millie's and Albial, I'm sure, right? They were saying, matter of fact, I'm just going to play it for y'all. But after this, Hassan Campbell goes crazy because they coming at the bloggers. And they got Hassan Campbell mad. They got China Brim mad. So you know these guys are going to expose them. And Dyce Payso does get exposed. But first, this is Jim Jones' response to people saying he ain't really outside with the youngins. Let's get it.
Outside. Still outside. You asked me where I've been. I said I never left.
Yo, what you said, you can't change bloggers, right, bro? You don't argue with bloggers. You don't argue with bloggers.
Catch your vlog every morning while you walk in Starbucks.
Come back outside.
That's how this shit when these real niggas link up, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's how it get.
You heard? I'm honored to be able to be out here with these young boys, you heard?
Yeah, active.
Still outside. Video about to be out. The remix is out. Stop playing, you heard? Bye.
So there's that. They're kind of like making like a mockery of out of all this shit. You know what I mean? I seen people saying Millie should mind his business because he's white or whatever. I don't know what race has to do with it. You know what I mean? But I guess, you know, the weird thing to me, I'm going to play Hassan Campbell in a second. Hassan Campbell goes off. He exposes Dyce Payso for some wild shit. I'm going to play that in a second. But the thing that confuses me is like a person like Jim Jones who helps the community. Maybe he is a blood, right? And maybe he does make misleading music or whatever, but we all love this music. Not just Jim Jones music, but rap music, period. We love it, you know what I mean? Like, Jim Jones does help people out. And Hocus45th did say he put a lot of people on and shit like that. So it's just strange to me, like, that you're more... like your level is higher in a gang if you did 20 years in jail versus a guy like Jim Jones that never been to jail that is successful and gets people put on, like does verses for all kinds of people, helps people out. I don't understand why they look up to the guys who did all this jail time more than they would a guy like Jim Jones. Why is Jim Jones being looked at so crazy? Maybe he ain't the most gangster dude in the world, but he is repping what he's repping, and he's not willing to drop his flag. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong. The part that, you know what I mean, like that part of it, just the part that confuses me is that in gangs, people would get the most respect are dudes that did all this time in jail. And it just, like, I guess that's where gangbanging is most popular, in jail. You know what I mean? But you would think you would want your leaders not in jail. That's just how I see it. Maybe somebody could check me in the comment section, let me know why that is the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But then again, they don't even want gangs. They're trying to get rid of gangs, getting the kids to drop their flag and all that. You know, because they realize that is bullshit. And maybe it is. You know what I mean? I just feel like you would want to look up to somebody who's successful versus somebody who did 20 years in jail. That's just how I see it. But this is Hassan Campbell exposing Dyce Payso, y'all, and coming at Jim and all these other guys. Let's get it.
Who should I start with first? Jim Jones? The nigga that can't come outside by himself? The nigga that got beat up by Mandu? The nigga that got beat up in the polo grounds in his neck of the woods? The nigga that went to mass and he didn't give an autograph and take pictures with the Latin Kings, and they whipped the whole Dipset, whipped his whole crew out, and he didn't throw a punch? What are we talking about? I'm outside. Yeah, you niggas is outside. But the funny part about it is, why every time we see all of you niggas, y'all never outside by yourself? Huh? Scooby-Doo-Be-Doo? Every time we see you niggas, Dyce Paysos, my nigga, you rock with Hocus or you don't. Now, I treat Dyce, I never say nothing about Dyce. I treat Dyce like he's family. But when you sit up there talking about y'all don't go back and forth with bloggers, my nigga, which blogger you talking about? China Brim? The nigga that did 20 years in jail that'll choke you out? Some of you niggas couldn't even come outside Dyce, my nigga. My nigga, Dyce, don't make me do it to you, my nigga. You co-signing bullshit that you should mind your business with. You got robbed for all your jewelry, my nigga. Niggas took everything off of you and when they went to the jewelry store, it was fake, my nigga. Dyce, don't do it, my nigga. Mind your business. Mind your business, Dyce. Because when it comes to us saving children, y'all don't beef with the bloggers. All the bloggers that I know on the internet get busy, on top of the fact that Jimmy ain't even a rapper no more. He's a blogger. He's a blogger. Mano's a blogger. Davies a blogger now. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All you niggas is on the internet now. What are you talking about? Albie Al. Like, I love Albie Al's music. What you say, Albie Al? Your vision is blurry, your dreams are shattered, your heart is broke. Where's my brother? Huh? Albie Al, my nigga. I'm trying to save these young boys from the same grave that your brother's in, my nigga. The streets don't love nobody. Why should another mother feel the pain that your mother felt, my nigga? Why?
Damn, so this is what happens when you don't mind your business. You get exposed. Dyce Payso got into something. These guys got into stuff, and now stuff is going to come out about all these guys. People are trying to say that Millies is a snitch, but Millies is not a snitch. Millies didn't snitch on anybody. I've done my research on it. He didn't actually tell on nobody. He was in a case, yeah. You know what I mean? There's no proof of him like snitching on anybody. That's just not true. Albie Al, nobody's gonna say nothing bad about him, and we all know why that is if you're familiar with Albie Al. You know what I'm saying? But people always talk down on Jim Jones, and now Dyce Payso got exposed for getting his fake jewelry snatched in NYC. That's crazy, man. Just sometimes it's best to mind your own business. Shout out to Hassan Campbell, though. Shout out to China Brim 050, the movement. I salute them guys, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, when I said I just don't understand how people look up to people that did 20 years in jail more than they do somebody like Jim Jones who is successful. I didn't mean to, I'm not like taking Jim Jones' side. I just don't understand that part of it. You know what I mean? If people are going to look up to somebody, why not look up to the successful guy versus the guy who actually did 20 years? You know what I mean? Now, if the guy who actually did 20 years is trying to make these kids go the other way, then cool. But sometimes it gets a little confusing with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But either way, man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Follow me on IG. And we out.